Welcome back, I am Dr. Ruckus, and today we are playing Mono Blue Delver in Ranked Standard. Not gonna lie to you, this deck is a little bit janky in the sense that when everything goes right, it's kind of sweet. You get that turn 1 Delver, or maybe even a turn 1 Spirit, and then you just counter everything for the rest of the game. Feels pretty good. It doesn't always go right, especially when you're on the draw. It's just so much harder on the draw to drop your Delver, and your opponent plays their 2-drop, and you can't Essence Capture it, and then they play your 3-drop, and it just kind of spirals out of control. But on the play, if you can on the play with a Delver turn 1, or even a Ascendant Spirit, like you can put some serious pressure on decks. We have a lot of either counter magic or protective spells in the deck in the form of Fading Hope. You can bounce your opponent's blockers or bounce your own creatures to save them, get that scry on. 2 copies of Spell Pierce for those non-creature spells. March of Swirling Mist is sweet. Really enjoyed it today. Pretty cheap for what it does, being able to phase out multiple things, either on your side of the board or your opponent's. Spectral Adversary fits perfectly in the deck. If your opponent doesn't do anything, you can just flash it in as a 2-1. If they do something, you can counter it. And of course, at 4 mana and beyond, you can phase out one of your creatures or theirs until the next turn. Geistlight Snare, never a huge fan of this card, but, you know, you kind of need some more hard counters in there that aren't just for creatures, so I guess it's okay. It does get cheaper with spirits you control. I will note that if you phase out one of your own spirits, that means it no longer counts towards reducing the Geistlight Snare cost, so it will go back up to 3 mana if you thought it was at 2, so make sure you remember that. Thirst for Discovery is crucial in the deck, otherwise there's no draw engine, and there are plenty of snow lands or basic lands in the deck to discard, so this is very crucial to the deck. Dream Shackle Geist isn't amazing. I wish it was at flash speed, but the ability to tap down your opponent's flying blockers to help push through more damage is good enough, and you do need a density of creatures to pair with the other spells in the deck. Lastly, running 22 lands, 20 snow lands, which help you level up the spirit, and then 1 Odawara Soaring City and 1 Joy. That's the deck. If you've been enjoying the channel, feel free to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment for the algorithm. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. Delver on 1 on the draw. Delver on 1 is almost always a keep. Look at this avatar. Terrifying. Duress. Okay. Maybe take Thirst. Maybe the Snare if they're worried about counterspells. 2 mana counterspell's not that scary though. If they have removal, they might take March. If they're afraid of the Delver. Could be a good turn to take March. So up against Rakdos thus far. Alright, they take our draw power. Fine. Here comes turn 1 Delver. Let's see if it's enough. Is there removal ready on 2? Opponent thinking. If they can take out the Delver, they should. We don't have any other creatures. Blue. Harvester. Alright, we got a turn to flip here. Reveal. Alright, we're doing the thing. We are the first to attack as well. We can, of course, march to phase out the Insectile Aberration as needed. We probably can't Essence Capture a creature because we need to save March for the Harvester sacrifice effect. Okay. I guess you're just gonna die, right? Unless they don't want to get rid of the Harvester. But I think we'll try here anyway, because we have nothing better to do. Okay. Oh, they let it go off. Can I not do this at instant speed? Oh, only as a sorcery. Okay. Alright, so the Aberration survives. Which is quite important. They know our hand exactly. So they know we have a counterspell for a creature and a counterspell for anything else. Expensive at 3 mana, though. Opponent has no blue, currently. Very intentionally sought out double black. Okay, there we go. Potentially prioritizing Meathook Massacre or Sorin, then, if you're rushing Underdog. Do they have anything else? I don't necessarily think so. Yeah. I mean, if they know it's going to get countered, I think this is fine. A little bit risky. But let's go for it. Punish if they have a removal spell, but they only have 2 cards left. Okay, they attack. Do they have Bloodchief's Thirst? Or Infernal Grasp? Out of 14. They don't. Wow, okay. Feeling pretty good so far. Some amount of stick, just the blood token probably. I mean, they haven't sacrificed the Blood Harvester yet, so I guess we'll go ahead and drop the second Delver. At some point, you'd think they... It looks like, and especially if they dig with the Blood token now, then they're not going to be able to sacrifice the Harvester to kill the other Delver. Life total steadily decreasing. Let's see. I think they have Meathook Masker, maybe. Again, since they prioritize double black early, instead of getting that blue source online, I am thinking they have Meathook Masker. We have the snare ready for them, which they know. They know they can't pay for it. I'm curious to see what they do here. If they bring back the Blitzer, then, yeah, no blocks. Then they're just digging for answers. Down to 11. So what are we afraid of? I guess Bloodchief's Thirst is the only thing that gets around Geistlight Snare. Kaito Shizuki, leaving open 1 black. Do we even care? We might as well, I suppose. Do we even care? It gives them a draw. Otherwise, we have no protection from Meathook Masker next turn. Meathook Masker isn't big enough to kill the Aberration anyway, though. So I suppose we'll go for it. Let's see if they have Bloodchief's Thirst. I don't think they do. They could have drawn into it. Ravenfield... Okay. Alright, they pick up 1 of them. The Geist is okay. Next turn they could minus... Yeah, I think we'll go for this anyway. Doesn't untap you. Get in there for 4. Point goes down to 6. We have lethal on the board. Meathook Massacre can't kill the Aberration. They need more targeted removal for the Aberration currently. Totally possible to draw into it. But if most of the removal is Ray of Enfeeblement, preparing for mono white, Voltage Surge, yeah, we don't have enough for the Aberration though. I think we save the land for a draw. They scoop! Woo! Alright, we'll take a win. Yep, Spirit on 1, Adversary on 2. A lot of snow mana. Green, alright. Can Mono Blue Delver beat a Mono Green aggro deck that is on the play? I don't know. I think they're just going to outsize us the entire game. Since we're on the draw, our counter spells are not going to... A trade. We don't have any creatures in the deck, so we have to keep our creatures. But, it is a good trade in general. I think no blocks, sadly. I think we need our creatures too badly. Wow, do nothing. Okay. I think we hold open the level up here. So they have Snakeskin Veil. I mean, they could. They could have nothing or Snakeskin Veil. And we don't know about Stick. Let's just level up here. I don't know. I don't know what they have. Maybe the Hydra holds priority, so we can't tell if they actually have Snakeskin Veil or not. But I don't really want to risk trading at this point. Alright, here comes their 3-drop. Is it a troll? It is a troll. Yep. Four is not what we're trying to accomplish here. March swings the combat a little bit. You can also play a backup spirit. And level it up as well. A couple turns of marching does get a lot of damage through. think we get our battlefield built up first. And then just try to march them for a couple turns in a row. And hope that gets us there. Fourth land by the opponent. We have a couple options here. We can march to save one of them. Here comes the first Blizzard Brawl. Yep, I think it's time for this. Smith 0. Phase out you. Let's see if they had Snake's Veil the entire time. It did not. It's phased out. Okay. Second Blizzard Brawl. Okay, they had a handful of Blizzard Brawls. Okay. No blocks. I suppose we flash in Spectral Adversary and get rid of the Growth Troll again. They only have 2 cards left. We're not going to block with this anyway, right? A 3-2. We'll try this again. We're just waiting for that Snake's Veil to come out. Again, phase you out. Try to mitigate some damage until we can potentially flip the script, but Seeka's Chariot. Oh, that sucks. Because that's too many creatures for us to phase out all at once. So how to do it? I guess we wait till they Chariot and then phase out the Chariot. How much mana do we have? I mean, we could phase out 4 things. Phase out 2 that way. Take 3 more damage. We are dwindling on cards. Opponent's down to 14. Pass here. We let them power up Chariot. Then we march the Chariot and the Troll for 3 mana total. Level up the Spirit, potentially. Alright, comes in as a 3-2. Now they can use that to power up. They leave back a cat, then another cat gets to get through this turn. Yep, let him tap. Alright. So we march 2, leaves 2 mana back to power up the Spirit, I think. We might need the draw, though. I guess we're doing that next turn. If we only do 1, we take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. And we get to draw. I don't think drawing helps. Does leveling up the Spirit even help? I think we have to top deck another March to get out of this. So let's just do 2 and level up the Spirit. I mean, this holds back the cat, at least. Just you. Cat gets in there, too. We'll make you a 2-3. So I guess we're blocking the cat. Attempting to. We're doing our best. Attempt to take a free block. Now we basically have to top deck another March to have a chance, I think. At least the Ascendant Spirit survived, though. Oh, they have Blizzard Brawl now. Third Blizzard Brawl. It's tough. We're doing our best to try to squeak out a victory, but the universe is not having it today. We don't hit a March. I think we've lost at this point. Pretty sure there's nothing we can do. Now we kind of have to trade, but trading is losing. I think that's game, right? I just don't think we can win from this position. Yep, sucks. Delver on the play. Yes, please. This is what it's all about, baby. Up against Tumbleweed. Tap land. Spikefield Hazard. They opt, I guess they do not have a basic where they really want to hit their land drops. But we will attempt to punish them for that. This turn we can march to protect the Delver. Give us another opportunity to flip on time. Tap land. Do they have backup Spikefield? A lot of tap lands by the opponent here. I think we'll just drop you regularly. Ooh, do they have a second Spikefield? Oh, that hurts. Voltage Surge. Okay, fine. Okay, that's our last creature. Gotta go the distance. Plenty of counter spells for anything they could possibly play. Blue. Okay. Jeskai Voltage Surge control. Alright, my turn. Do nothing. More counter spells. I think we play out this land. Attempt to get in there. Opponent does have something. They refuse to use it, though. Spikefield. I guess this... what's more valuable? The snare? I mean, the snare is good for several more turns. March can phase out things. I think I'd rather hold the snare. Unless they have another 1-mana removal spell. But the snare nabs like a planeswalker next turn. Okay. I've decided. I am prioritizing, yeah, we'll see if the snare is enough on a later turn. Now, to be honest, I did not take into account the fact that phasing out the spirit makes it so we can no longer snare for 2 mana. Didn't end up punishing us there, but missed that interaction, so we're in the same spot. Probably use the snare. End here. When down to 15. We're slowly chipping away at them, but do not have high count. We only have 2 counter. We have 1 counter spell and Fable. We might as well counter that, I suppose. Might keep that land. Let's keep it for now. If we hit our draw 3, discard land, might want it. 2 damage at a time. We're chipping away here. Opponent waiting for us to make a move, but we're not. Fading Hope, okay. I think we still hold the land. Now, if we were really gutsy, at some point we could Fading Hope our own adversary and replay it to get it to be a little bit bigger, but I don't think we're there yet. I think we hold steady, 2 damage at a time. 6 turn clock. Oh, that's not good. Would love to have a counterspell for that, but we do not. There's no way around it. Alright, the game is about to turn here. Yeah, 2 damage a turn is not a fast clock. Opponent with 7 mana. Turn 5. Here comes Fable. We're not countering it this time. We're not really that scared of it in general. Can't block our flyer. But still annoying. Do we bounce the token? Just because we can? Or we give him free treasure every turn for the rest of the game. It's not great. Probably prefer to save Fading Hope for a flying blocker. We do have Essence Capture as well. Honestly, not a bad scry. Anything but land would be great. Okay. Awesome. Capenna has removal. They see our open mana. They're assuming we have lots of counter magic. We have nothing. We have 1 march. That's it. Rook comes out though. Whew. Here it comes. Voltage surge. Yeah, well, we will march you. Smith 0. I'm not surprised at all if they have a backup. We'll let it phase out though. No backup removal. Okay, we'll phase out for an entire turn. It's pretty good. Draw 2, discard 2. Discard 2 lands. So their hand was, what, 3 spells and 2 lands before? Oh man, Goldspan. Finally it's time. We attempt our Essence Capture. We're not able to do that. It's mid-0. Opponent with 3 mana available. We can pay for Jawari. We might not have space for any counter spells. Wow. Is it possible we get out of this game? Really don't think so. Feels like we're just outclassed on every front, but sticking in there so far. Delver flip would be big. We're about to have a 2/2 creature that we cannot counter. And here, hold the land for our draw card. We're totally out of counter spells. They're on Doomscar. It's gonna feel bad. The only thing we're ready for is another Hanada or Goldspan. They pass to us. Wow. Sure. Reveal. Flip. Wow, that was huge. Let's see it. Galvanic Iteration, looking to copy something. Okay. They did it before moving to blockers. Big score again. We don't have any counter spells, but they're about to draw a ton of cards and make a lot of treasure. Looks like more of a desperation move at this point. Okay, they should have some removal in the top 4 cards there. 6 mana available. Bouncing the Adversary is pretty good though, because we do get that scry, and we get to redeploy it as a 3/2. No, please stop setting me land. And now we can even phase out this one if we had to. We've used Fading Hope on it. Is that worth a phase out? No, because I don't get the damage anyway. Do we play out Delver? I mean, they probably have a dragon, right? What if we play this land out? 5. If we play the land, we can play Delver and hold both a pumped up Adversary and Essence Capture. So we'll go like that. And we'll see what happens. I really don't think we're going to get through this wall of infinite mana. You know, Goldspan, Hanada, removal, double Galvanic Iteration. I think that have to draw really poorly for us to actually squeak this out. I mean, that is a hard counter right there. Absolutely it is. Certainly have to attempt that. Because if that sticks, that is game. Now, they won't run any counters in here except for Jawari because of Lear, most likely. I'll be shocked if they have a counter, especially since we haven't seen any all game. Could very well have a backup, though. Big score. They're just burning through, looking for answers. Wow. Down to 1 card in hand. Is that all land? Some Fading Hope in there, too. Delver becomes a 2-2. This is crazy. I can't imagine we win this game still. Do we deploy you for damage? Or save you for phase out? I think we're going for the win here. Well, it's pretty. It does a lot of damage next turn. I guess we'll keep. Decline. All right. Well, now I kind of wish we had done the opposite, but that's all right. We got 2 turns of phase out now. We cannot get through with the Delver. Unless we phase out the blocker right now. But then we have no protection up. I don't think we can really afford that. I think we need 2 turns of protection, 2 turns of phasing out dragons. 2 damage is not really... It's too risky, I think. It's potentially lethal if it works, but I don't think that's where we're at right now. Whew. I wonder if they run backup Lear. They iterate. Man, they're digging. So they have one more unexpected windfall type card. Big score. They Galvanic the Galvanic. Are they about to mill me? Is that what's about to happen? What is about to happen here? Yeah. Okay. I mean, they're digging for sure. How many cards they've left? Plenty of cards. I'm not worried at all about that. We're just putting so little pressure on them. Oh, Lord. Alright, if that wasn't the game before, it's got to be game now. I mean, we got 2 turns of phase out, and they're going to be big. No blocks. They have to have removal in there, right? We could play you out without phasing out anyone. Nah, I think we go for it at this point. Should be pretty big. Should be fine. Goodbye, Delver. Plenty of mana. I think we're still going to see Voltage Surge here. Yeah. Let's see if they have double Voltage Surge. They don't. We get in for a good amount of damage this turn. Wow. What's up with all the land, man? Opponent goes down to 5. I think we keep our land. Do they play Jawari? It doesn't matter. Okay. I mean, we're sticking in this. Look at this fistful of cards. 7 mana. Okay. Honestly, I think we let them get the treasure. If they wouldn't attack, that's totally fine. Our concern is protecting the adversary to get to that last bit of damage. So if we phase it out now, we want to play the adversary on their turn so we can attack. So, I mean, this eliminates the copy. Yeah. I guess we go for it now. Hopefully they don't have more dragons as backup. Okay, lethal presented on the board. Might have backup Goldspan to deploy. Again, we haven't seen any Hanada. Maybe it's not a Hanada deck, though. There's no, whatever that 7-8 mana spell is. So we've seen one Goldspan down there. Wow. Okay. Do I have to flash anyone in? I don't think so. Here we go. Voltage Surge, one of them, I think. We haven't seen any sweepers all game either, right? No Doomscar. Interesting. March. Okay. I think we dropped the Shackle then. Still could be a Hanada deck. That's a Hanada style card. Hold land for our draw engine. Another turn goes by. Can use Kiki Jiki, make a copy of the dragon, attack for free. Get some more treasure, get a little damage off, but ultimately not concerned about our life total at all. Not even concerned about their mana. They already have infinite mana. So it only matters what cards they have in hand. We might not run that many Spikefield Hazards. We've already seen two. I'm not sure they would run more without Hullbreaker Horror. Probably another March in the deck. They might run 4 Voltage Surge. That could be their removal of choice. We've only seen 2. Oh, they are going to go for damage. That is a lot of damage, actually. But I think we can't really worry about that. We got to keep all our threats on the board. Oh, they only attack there. Okay. No blocks. I mean, we can tap the dragon at the beginning of combat. I guess they'll make a copy. But that doesn't block everyone. That doesn't do it either. They need more removal. And we have Fading Hope. Okay, what's the correct ordering for this? If we Fading Hope the dragon now, then obviously, you move to combat first. Tap the flyer. Now they make a copy of it. We bounce the copy. We don't need to currently, but they must have more removal. So they're going to kill one of our guys. Wait, they're not going to make a copy? Now they're going to do it, yep, before we move to blockers. So now a copy exists, but now we bounce it. Give him more treasure, but treasure doesn't matter at this point. Okay, this is it. This is the final moment of the game. Do they have 2 pieces of removal? For 2 flyers in hand. They only have 3 cards. We can pay for that. I think that's an act of futility right there. Wow. I cannot believe we got out of that. We should not have won that game by any stretch of the imagination. Holy shiitake mushrooms, dude. I really did not. I really don't think. I don't know why did we win that game? Why could they not, with their massive resources, not overcome us? Insane. Well, that's as good a stopping point as any. If you enjoyed today's video, as always, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment for the algorithm, let me know what deck I should play next. I am Dr. Ruckus, and I'll catch you next time.